So, European Premier League. Sounds a bit odd, doesn't it, really? You've already seen the news. There's been talk and rumours emanating out of all areas of the globe. They're talking about this big European Premier League. I'll be honest, I haven't really paid much attention to it. I've just seen a few people talk about it. So what I thought I'd do is have a look around, see if I can find a database that has a European Premier League, and do a little experiment. It's been a while since we've done one of these. It'll be the last one we do on FM20, which is a bit of a shame, but means we can do more on FM 2021. That'd be good fun, won't it? But anyway, we're going to go 1 year, 3 year, 5 years into the future with the teams that we have. Now, before we do that, I'm just going to open up FM and actually show you the league itself so you can see who's in it. And also, I will leave a link in the description to the database that I've downloaded through Steam, so that if you guys do want to do a quick kind of season wonder sort of thing, let's play on your own channels or just in your own time, you can do that as well. So without any further ado, let's open up FM. Let's go have a look. So then, here you go. This is basically what we've got. It's the European Club League. As you can see in the top corner by the reputation, for some reason it says it's in Iceland. I don't really know why that's the case. I'm not sure why they elected to choose Iceland as the database itself, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that. What they've done is they've taken the top 4 teams from the top 5 leagues from the 2019-20 season. So you've got the likes of Atalanta, you've got Barcelona, obviously, Dortmund, Gladbach, Chelsea, Liverpool, Juventus, and so on and so forth, including even, of course, Stade Rennais, who have recently recently got into the Champions League. At the moment of recording, I think it's their first ever game in the Champions League tonight, as I record this, if I'm not mistaken, or at least this week anyway. So yeah, this is what it looks like. Season preview wise, go have a look at that quickly before we go into it. Barcelona and Real Madrid are the 2 favourites. That's almost like that's a European Dream 11. That's quite cool, isn't it? So you've got Barcelona and Real Madrid favourites, Manchester United, Liverpool, Juve, Bayern Munich 30-1 favourites. That surprises me. Paris Saint-Germain 35-1, carries on going down. Manchester United finishing 12th. Obviously, Stade Rennais, Lille, Leipzig, Marseille, a little bit further adrift. I'm surprised that Atalanta are that highly rated in terms of the odds for this one, I've got to be honest. But yeah, I mean, look at that team. Neuer, Alaba, Ramos, Van Dijk, Kimmich, Bernardo Silva, Kevin De Bruyne, Ronaldo, Suarez, Messi, Mbappe. That is filth. Absolutely ridiculous, that team. But yeah, the plan with this one, it'll be a quick sort of clip through. We just want to have a look and see what happens, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward to 1, 3, and 5 years into the save, and we're going to see how they get on. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Let's go see how it ends up in season 1. Right. December. June the 10th, 2020. I've not had a single look at any of this. So let's jump into let's go find the league basically and see what we can do. Interesting. Oh no, they're searching for scouts, not for managers. That's fine. I've just looked at positions though. So the winners of the inaugural European Club League are Manchester City, closely followed by, wow, there's some interesting stuff I think here. So you got Barcelona, Juventus 3rd, Manchester United 4th. I mean, that just tells you that they're massively overpowered on Football Manager, if anything. Inter Milan, Real Madrid 6th, Chelsea top 10, Rennes understandably at the bottom, Marseille, Lille. The bottom 3, yeah, kind of get that. What sort of managerial movements have we had? Marcelo Bielsa has gone to take over Lazio, understandable, normally tends to be the case. Spalletti's come in for AVB at Marseille, Sarri in for Lucien Favre at Dortmund, Valverde in at Bayern Munich. Wow. Real Madrid sacked Zinedine Zidane and hired Michael Laudrup, which doesn't really seem very glorious to me. Don't know about you guys. Mbappe, look at them goals scored. That is ridiculous. Let's actually go into the proper league table. So you got 70 score. That's quite interesting, actually. Wow. Man City scored the most goals against Atlanta and conceded the most goals against Atlanta as well, which is quite a surprise. Wow. No team. So look, they score. I was about to say that. Eight goals looks like was the most scored by any team, and it looks like it was run pretty close at the end as well. No one really, apart from Liverpool, there in a shocking patch of form. I suppose, and you count these guys, but the form seems quite kind of standard, to be fair. Quite an even league. If you look at it, you've got 10 points between first and ninth. That's not what you'd expect in a 38 game season, put it that way. What sort of transfers have we had? Have we had anything big? This isn't the one I want. Is it transfers? This is the screen I want. Here we go. What are the big transfers? They're all loans. So Tagliafico went to Chelsea from Ajax. Pereira went to Bayern Munich. Anything in between these two? In between people in the league? Pulisic to Manchester City. That's the only one I can see. Yeah, looking at this, I think that's the only transfer that happened realistically, or sorry, only decent transfer that's happened between teams in the league. Because I suppose you can count Lodi and Lazio, but can you? I don't think so, really. Got to be honest. Okay, Messi, Ronaldo, and Mbappe, the front three. Have we still got the preview in front of us? It has actually changed a bit. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think it was Barcelona, then Real Madrid, then Man City, I think. So it's changed a little bit. Manchester United still a bit further down, but still somehow managed to get to up into what did they finish? Fourth in the end, I think it was. That's crazy. That is, like I say, it just tells you how overpowered they are in this game. But cool. That's one season out of the way. There's no, by the way, there's no promotions and relegations and stuff in this. There's nothing really to worry about on that sort of things. Let's fast forward to 3 years. So we'll go to 2022, and let's see how it goes from then. Let's see if we had any changing of the guards or anything like that. Okay, 2022. So we're 3 seasons in now. So we obviously saw season 1. We saw Man City take that, and we saw Manchester United finish 4th, and all sorts of kind of, I suppose, interesting stuff to an extent. We're 2 years further in now. We're halfway through the the World Cup by the looks of it. Because I can see England are in control as Poland are brushed aside. I wouldn't necessarily say that's the case. Also, I can see there's been some interesting news emanating out of Real Madrid. So without any further ado, let's go and have a look. European Club League. So, in fact, before we go into this one in too much detail, let's go back to the year before. Okay, cool. So, last year, Liverpool won the title. Again, it's really close. If you look at that, like you've got four. So if you got. I know 18 points is a lot. Obviously, it's 6 games won, but 18 points between first and 8th is still quite a close run league, I would suggest. It's interesting as well because you've got no relegations or promotions. You are seeing obviously the same teams. It's giving them a chance, I guess, to kind of bounce up and down. But yeah, interesting to see that Liverpool have jumped right back up. Where were they in the first season? They were a bit further down, I think. Yeah, they were 9th in the first season. Chelsea was 7th and they finished 2nd. Real Madrid 3rd when they were 6th in year 1. All of them getting into the Champions League and Europa League, which is a bit odd. What else do we have? Rennes have managed to get off the bottom. Marseille are now there. Borussia Mönchengladbach, they've dropped down a little bit, I think, have they? Or they dropped down 1 position, so nothing really major. Who are the big kind of rises and falls? I can see this, can't I? How do I do that? Oh, is it going to let me do that? Is this how you do it? No, that's just how they got on that particular year, which is a bit of a shame. So I'm going to have to just try and bounce between the two. So Rennes, they finished 18th. Bit of a flip there. Where did Lille go? Oh, Lille did pretty well. They finished 15th in the end. Where did Sevilla do the year before? Sevilla dropped down a little bit as well. So it's a bit of a change. Who are the big winners then? Manchester United are a big loser. Not a Man United fan, obviously. Atletico Madrid, they've pretty much stayed the same. Leipzig are a big loser, to be fair. They've dropped right the way down. And then into the 2021-22 season, it looks like we're starting to see a bit of a gap form, as you can just about see. So we had Manchester City, they finished top on 81 points. Barcelona on 75. Man United on 74. They honestly, them in Football Manager, too good. Don't get it. They're rubbish in real life. Make it more realistic, Football Manager, Sports Interactive, if you're watching this. Wow, I mean, top four, the top four English teams in the top five of the league. That's an interesting stat to see. Man United winning 5 games in a row at least coming to the end of the season. That's helped them out a hell of a lot. Bayern Munich 17th. Wow. And that's really bad. Where were they the year before? They were 12th the year before, and they were 10th before that. They're going right the way down. Dortmund are the ones who are. Oh, actually, no, not really. So who are the four teams then? Hold on. Oh, Leipzig. Yeah. Oh, actually, they all finished next to each other. Which is interesting. Wow, not what I'd have expected. I'm not going to lie. Real Madrid 4th, 6th, Juve 7th. Weirdly, the Champions League spots are going a bit weird now. I don't really know why. Again, this is a custom database, so don't really know what to expect, to be honest. What we're looking at, teams, I can't see any new gens appear yet. I'll have to try and figure out the stats in a minute on last season as well. Can I do that? Is that even possible? I've never gone to this level of detail before. It doesn't look like we can, so I'll have to ignore that one. So Lukaku, in fact, I can just go into, no, not that one, records. I suppose that might help. Modern day. Yeah, I guess this will have to do, won't it? This doesn't really work. No, it's not really giving us what we're after, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, Lukaku, Mbappe, Haaland now obviously coming into form. Neymar, Messi, Sterling. Have we now lost Ronaldo? Is he still playing? Oh, he is still. I've literally just seen him. He's disappeared. Oh, Son Heung-min playing for Juventus. That's an interesting one. He's 37 years old now. He scored 12 goals in that season, so not as many as he normally do. And it looks like he's nearly out of contract because that contract next year, which is interesting. So yeah, not really a lot to shout home about in this one, to be fair. And no kind of significant changes, I don't think. Let's check manager movements before we go into the one before. Let's see what happened in the year between. Jurgi Low went in at PSG. Where does Thomas Tuchel go if he resigned and was offered a new job? Has he gone international? Yeah, he's gone to Germany. That makes sense. Didier Deschamps came in at Barcelona. That's a good signing for them. Zidane at Juventus. Senol Gunez. Who on earth is he? He's the old Turkey manager. He's 70 years old. Jesus Christ, he's ancient. Roberto Mancini in at Gladbach. Pochettino in at Sevilla. Pellegrini in at Bayern Munich. And then what happened last year then? Wow, a lot more changes this time. Nagelsmann went into Bayern Munich. That's an interesting one. Did he leave Leipzig? He must have left Leipzig to go straight there. He's 34. Fair play to that man. Gasparini came in at PSG. That's a surprise. Jurgi Low getting sacked. The thing is, I don't know what their expectations are in this one, so it's hard to say exactly what to expect. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer got sacked, and then Conte came in. Oh, interesting. Let's see what happened after the 20th of March then for Man United. Did they pick up form at all? Wow, I mean, Conte, yeah, the only reason they came third was because of him. Surprised Solskjaer's still in a job. Ooh, click the wrong button. Oh, hold on. Key player, Erling Haaland. We'll come back to that in a second. Sarri came in at Real Madrid. I just saw that anyway, didn't we? Conte replaced by Simeone. Yeah, a few changes to be fair. Joachim Low went straight back into a job pretty much at Inter Milan. Yeah, it's quite interesting there. Oh, Marcelo Bielsa got sacked by Lazio. Right, transfer wise, then we know what we saw. We saw a big one. Then let's go back to the year before. Havertz went to Man United. Jota went to Chelsea. Obviously, I'm not playing a fully updated database on it, so some of these will be a little bit old. Belotti to PSG. Carrasco to Thingy. That came in the year before. David Neres to Chelsea. Any other big ones? Dortmund signing Buendia. That's a interesting signing. And then I think we're going to go back to the older ones then. Christoph Ayer going to Man City. Classic one. Odsonne Edouard to Leipzig. That's an interesting one. Cool. Okay, let's see this year then. What are the big ones there? Big one, Leon Bailey to PSG. Son Heung-min to Juve. Lo Celso to PSG. I mean, you can see they're obviously just picking up on the big players, aren't they? Which is understandable. So where's Haaland then? He signed for them, but I can't see him anywhere, which is weird. We've missed that entirely. You're joking. What's happened there? How on earth has he gone for that little amount of money? The man's a beast. Look at all of those seasons they've made a loss on him. What's happened? Are they? I don't know what the finances are like in this league. To be fair, is it still on Icelandic funds? I don't know. That must be why. That's really strange. Well, I mean, there you go. He went for absolutely nothing, and he's now arguably their key player. Well, he is their key player. Right. Season preview then. Let's have a look at this before we finish off and go to a few years in the future. It's not really changed a huge amount, I don't think. Um, no, if only the only thing I would say is it's starting to become a little bit more stretched out towards the bottom. Marseille drifting back towards these lot at the bottom here. Having a few changes. Oh, Alexander Arnold at PSG. I missed that. Florentino Luis. I don't recognise that name. Griezmann's at Barcelona. Is he there already? Felt like he was. Yeah, I think he was there already. Pretty sure that was already picked up in this. Who else? Grimaldo. I'm pretty sure he was there anyway. Frankie de Jong. Kevin De Bruyne, Sterling. How have these transfers been missed? Are these just going for really tiny fees again? So let's have a look then. Let's see if we can find some bigger players going for smaller amounts then, I guess. Danny Olmo going for 4.1. Pedro de la Vega, he's not really a big one at this point. Oh my God, look at this. Trent, from what's happened here? What is going on? What? Pulisic to Inter for 2.3. Where's the money gone? It's all dried up. Ampadu, Chelsea to Man City, 1.4. Vinicius Junior, 1.1 million. What on earth? Robertson, 600,000. This is stupid. Phil Foden, 525k. Paul Pogba, 525k. Oh, this is ridiculous, right? Who went for the cheapest? Who's the biggest? Who's the biggest cheap player? Surely we're getting down there now. Divock Origi, I've just noticed, 115k. Dean Henderson, 70,000. This is so weird. Rakitic, 48,000. Anyone else? We're getting down to nearly free transfers now, right? We're at free transfer area. James Milner to Bournemouth. Right, no, don't worry about that. Sergio Romero, no. Can go anywhere big. I can't filter this anywhere. This disappeared. Perisic, not really big deal. Trying to see ones that have gone to the same league. I'm not really seeing any yet. But this is really weird. Simicast is the cheapest one I've seen go. 63,000 to Sevilla. That is so strange. Fantastic. That's awesome, that. Who's the next one? Fred from Man United to Nîmes for 78k. What's going on? This is madness. This is ridiculous. The biggest players in the world are going for tiny fees. I'm just going to scroll back down these ones now, just see if there's anything I've missed in here. Oh, we must have done. Come on, have we got anyone interesting here? Should we do a quick skim? Can't see anyone. Maybe there's still money in. Oh, Thomas Partey for 175,000. Nathan Ake to Leipzig for 185k. This is stupid. Mason Greenwood 240,000. Honestly, he's now gone to Leicester for. This is ridiculous. Fucking stupid. Right, I've got to stop talking now because I need to go and check out the rest of it. Let's go 5 years in the future and just see if everything's gone pear-shaped again. Alrighty then, 2024. So 5 years in now and a new day in because as you can see, I'm clearly wearing something entirely different. That's life for you. Can't do it all in one day, unfortunately, but we are 5 seasons in and we're coming to the end of our review of the European Club League. Immediately, I'm seeing something on the home screen that we're on that tells me something's not gone quite so well for one of the teams in the league. But before we go and have a proper look at that, let's get into the year before last. So the last one we saw was when Manchester City won it. So up until this point, it had been dominated by English clubs. Next year, PSG won it. And you see, it's starting to, we're starting to see a bit of a breakaway pack, I would say. Your top four, so you got PSG, Man City, Barcelona, Man United still coming up there in fourth. Like, this is mental. Chelsea, Liverpool, Real Madrid falling back a bit. Juve falling back. Bayern Munich starting to come back a little bit as well, it seems. I don't really know what how the European continental stuff's working, so I'm gonna completely dismiss that. But I mean, top 10, is that top 10? Yeah, down to Lazio. Top 10 all got 60 points. Not bad at all. And it just drops down from there. It's quite a split from Bayern to Lazio. Sorry, Lazio to Bayern rather. Let's get it the right way round. But yeah, interesting. Let's go and check the one for the year after. Chelsea won that one. Again, it was close actually. Top six separated by 7 points. So it's starting to get a bit closer. Renee had a horrible season, didn't they? Let's be completely honest. I mean, Borussia Dortmund had a shocking end to the season. Wow, so yeah, and then I think if they hadn't have lost that game, it would have been even closer at the top. So interesting stuff. Who were their last 5 games against? Anyone near the top? No, they got quite fortunate there. Who's dropped down a bit? Inter Milan have dropped down there. Bayern Munich is starting to become a bit of a force. Man United have dropped down a little bit. Liverpool dropping a bit down. Where were they the year before? Where were Liverpool? Then they were 6th. Yes, they've dropped down quite a bit since they won the league a couple of years ago. But yeah, it's I mean, you're seeing a bit of a trend, aren't you? If we go back to past winners, you can kind of see a similar set of people, barring Juventus for one season. Otherwise, you're always seeing Man City, Barcelona, and at least one other English team. So there's definitely some form of, dare I say, a domination in the English leagues. It seems. Let's check manager movements from the year before. Let's see who moved on there. Zidane sacked by Juve. Joachim Low sacked by Atletico. Galtier sacked by Lille. Who any big ones? Oh, players lost confidence in Jurgen Klopp. That's an interesting one. And then he went to Juventus a year later. That's a month later rather. So that's an interesting one. I would have seen that one coming. And then this year we've had a few more. Obviously, we know about Man United. Conte's been sacked because of poor league position, which, considering they're 6th, seems a bit of a stretch, but fine. What else have we got? Simeone sacked by Inter. Nagelsmann sacked by Bayern, replaced by Mourinho. That's an interesting one. I think, has he managed Bayern in real life? I can't remember, to be honest. Who else have we seen? No one. Oh, Didier Deschamps sacked by Barcelona, replaced by Luis Enrique again. And he left Leipzig to go there. Not really, nothing huge there, I don't think. Let's go and have a quick look at some of the transfers. Obviously, we saw in the last video, we saw some very small fees going for. It seems to still be the case. In fact, actually, I'm looking at some of these. The biggest one we've got, so Everton's gone from Man United to Juventus. That's definitely in this league. Theo Hernandez gone from Chelsea to Bayern Munich. So maybe the money is starting to come back in again. I'm not entirely sure. Bit of a weird one. Let's scroll down and let's go to some of the cheaper deals and see what's going on with some of these. I don't know who he is. Trent Alexander-Arnold going for 2.1 million. Did we see that one already? I think we did. Oh, he's at Real Madrid now as well. Jesus, absolute screamer of season. He's just going for tiny fees. This is stupid. In fact, actually, what sort of wages is he on? He's still on crazy high wages, just not on a big transfer fee, which is weird. Phil Foden for 975k. John Stones rate. This is just silly now. Let's go and check some of the other ones. What does this mean? Oh, I'm not going to look at that. No. Let's not do that. Again, some big transfers, but they are all coming into the league. So are they saving money to go do that? I'm not entirely sure. PSG look like they've got a filthy team. Look at the signings they've been bringing in. We'll have a look at some of the teams in a second and see what they've ended up with. Kenneth Taylor going to... From Liverpool. Oh, so he went to Liverpool and then in the summer... Oh, right, it's a summer fine. So he stayed for a year and then went for pretty much exactly the same price, which is a bit weird. Any other ones a bit further down? Anything worth noting here? Trent again. Oh, we've seen that one. We knew about that. Jadon Sancho for 1.7 million. Crazy stuff. Right, let's go and have a quick look at the season preview. Let's see what it was meant to be. Man City were meant to be the top team. You can see already some of these players are ending up at different teams. So you've got Ter Stegen still at Barcelona, Alexander-Arnold obviously at Real Madrid, De Jong at Barcelona. Is that Florentino Luis? Yeah, he's come into Chelsea. Milinkovic-Savic is still at Lazio, so I thought that was the Man City colours then. Havertz valued at 8 million. Dybala, 30-year-old at Chelsea. Leon Bailey over at Man United. Mbappe stayed where he was. And Lautaro Martinez has gone to Juventus from Inter Milan. Look at those values. This is clearly the Icelandic league doing silly things, because that was never going to be the case, is it? Let's be completely honest. Like, looking at some of these fees, they're just silly. They're stupidly low fees. It's a shame we can't go back either. They're the holders. It's the 6th reputable league now. It's been replaced. It's going right the way down the pan. So clearly not something that's going to go down very well with the fans, and the reputation's going to fall through the floor as a result as well. Our finances, here we go. What does this say then? What does this? Can I not see? Does this not tell me what that means? Turnover of 298 million there. I mean, I don't really want to see that. I want to see actual. Can I not go in and actually see their finances? I don't think I can I? No, that's a bit of a shame. Right, let's go and look at the league winners. The PSG won the league. Let's go see who they've actually got in their team. Donnarumma. That's not the same. That's not. Oh no, that's which Pepe's that? I never heard of him. Random guy. I never heard of him. Who else do we have? Lo Celso. Mbappe's still there. Memphis Depay is there. Virgil van Dijk. How much did he go for in the end? Let's have a look at this. 425,000 after 4 ridiculously good seasons for Liverpool. I'm baffled. I'm absolutely baffled. Joe Gomez, Phil Foden, Richarlison, Neymar's still there. This is silly. Absolutely silly. Oh, they didn't win it in the end, did they? Of course. No, it was Chelsea won it. So let's go and check out their team as well, and then we'll finish off. Thomas Lemar, Federico Chiesa. How much did he go for? And he came from Juve, I imagine. Oh, so that was a big deal, which is unlike most of these. Jose Gaia is there. He came in from Sevilla. They're in the league. So where's he done? 22 million again. Like they're still doing decently sized fees for some of them, just not for a lot of people. Jan Oblak, valued at 325k. He signed for 165,000. That's absolutely mental. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Right, let's have a look. I've got a plan. Last thing we're going to check is who was. Oh, God, how did I find them finances? Where were they? How on earth did I get back to that? Can I? Here we go. Finances, here we go. Right. I'm going to go into Leipzig and I'm going to make myself the manager of them quickly using the in-game editor. If you don't know how to use the in-game editor, you should probably go and check out my video on that. I'll endeavour to leave a link in the top corner for you right now for that. But let's go and see what's actually going on financially with Leipzig, seeing as they are apparently the richest club in this. Let's go and make ourselves the manager of that. See that they've got tons of money. 53 grand in the wage, but they've got plenty to spare. They are losing money, of course, but they're bringing money back in the off-season, presumably through transfers and stuff. But let's go back through and see what's going on. Look at this. This is crazy. That's really weird, that. Avoid finishing bottom of the league. Did they do it? Yes, they did, just. Let's go and have a look at the stats to see if we had no new gens coming in by the looks of it yet. Mbappe's still tearing stuff up. Obviously, would have lost the likes of Messi and Ronaldo now anyway, so very odd. But yeah, reputation. My reputation's gone and plummeted. I didn't even notice that when we looked at it before. Gone right the way down. But there you go. 4 out of 5 were won by English teams. Man City being the most fruitful of them. If this is something you guys are interested in, obviously I'm more than happy to do it into maybe 10 years in the future. I'm not going to do it in this video, but if you do want to see how it goes, see if the things change and things like that, I will more than happily do another 5 years of it. We'll go see what goes on 10 years in the future. If that is something you want to do, let me know in that comment section down below. But it looks like it's going to be a bit of a flop. Obviously, we have to take into account this is done in Iceland, but reputation-wise, it's going to go down the tubes, and as never really tends to happen in European cup competitions, it seems, apart from the last couple of years where Liverpool and Tottenham got to the final. English teams seeming to be dominating. Maybe they're just better suited to league football. I'm not sure. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it from me. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what took you by surprise, if there's anything like that. Maybe people you thought would do better or maybe do worse. Obviously, Man United I thought would do worse. They're just massively overpowered in FM20 and will be forevermore, I think. yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have enjoyed this one, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. That'd be really much appreciated. And if you're new to the channel, it'd be really good if you can consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification so you know when all of the future videos are being released as well. But that's going to be it for this one. Like I said, we've gone 5 years into the future. If you do want another couple of years, 10, 15, 20, whatever you want to do, let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be it from me. Mine has been David. I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers.